Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and start sitting on our mat. And we'll start with our feet together in front of us. And I want you to pull the flesh of your tush out so that you can kind of get grounded and your sits bones are down onto the mat. And let's just go ahead and bring the pinkies, the baby toes, to touch. And open up the big toes so you have a little bit of more room there and you're kind of opening the big toes out to the side. Perfect. And then just sit up tall and we'll just start with a couple of deep breaths, okay? So just take a big deep inhale and big deep exhale. One more. Inhale through the nose and exhale it all out. We're gonna take the left hand, we're gonna bring it up towards the ceiling. Perfect. And then you're gonna circle it around through the right and to the left. So you're gonna bring it down to the right side of the body and circle it in front of you all the way to the left. And then back up. And we're gonna do that again. So bring it down through the right, circle it, and then come up. Every time you're circling, think about trying to reach as far forward as you can to open up those hips and bring it back up to the center and circle. We'll do 3 more just like this, reaching, 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 and then back up to center. So go ahead and reach, last 2, center, and then the last one, reach, 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 and then come back into center. We'll take the right hand up, and you're gonna now cross it through the left, and then out all the way to the right. And think about trying to reach as far as possible. You really want to find that stretch in the low back. Okay, keep the sits bones grounded. And we'll do 3 more here. Reach across. And back up. Last 2. Remember to use that breath as you exhale to circle across. This will let you get a little bit deeper in those hips. And then back up to center. Perfect. We'll extend our legs out. And we're just gonna reach forward. So extend the arms out, extend the legs, flex the feet, take a big deep inhale and exhale around the spine and try to reach forward as much as possible. And then stack the spine up nice and tall. All right, so let's do that again. Inhale and exhale, reach. And then back up. Try to use the exhalation to go deeper. So deep inhale here, exhale, you reach forward. Keep flexing through the feet. And come up. Last one that we're gonna do here. Inhale and exhale, reach, 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 reach. And then come back all the way up, stack the spine tall. Okay, from here, we're gonna bend our knees and place our feet down on the ground. Okay, so we're still warming up the low spine. So I want you to think about starting from down here. Draw the abs in, begin to tuck the tailbone under, scoop the belly, and lower down only halfway. You're going to the point where you feel like your feet are gonna come up, but don't bring them up just yet. And then stack the spine up tall. Inhale and exhale, scoop the belly, lower down halfway. And then come back up. On the next one, I want us to start to push ourselves a little bit more. Maybe you can go a little bit lower and then come back up. If you have any issues with the low back and you want to go back in a nice flat back, that's totally fine too. And then come back up. Let's do 2 more here. And up. Nice and slow and control. Last one, we're gonna hold. We're gonna lower down, we're gonna hold here. Make sure your shoulders are away from the ears. Let's turn the palms up. Perfect. Now we're gonna bring the arms up and down. Palm space up. And let's start to open the arms out a little bit in like a little V. And we lift up and lower. Keep drawing the abs in. Keep trying to get those shoulders down away from the ears. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold here. All right, now you're gonna do little tiny pulses up, little tiny pulses. Almost like you're doing the hundreds, except the palms are facing up. And you're just gonna pulse up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and come on up. Stack the spine up nice and tall. All right, bring the soles of the feet to touch once more. Sit up tall and let's just start to walk the hands forward and release that low back. Let the head just hang here for a minute. Taking big, deep inhales and big, deep exhales. And then go ahead and slowly make our way up. All right, so we'll bring the feet down once more. This time we're gonna try to do this, but we're gonna go down a little further and we're gonna lift the knees up. So arms come out in front of you. You're gonna go ahead and scoop the belly, begin to lower down, go all the way down, and then go ahead and bring the knees up and bring the feet up into tabletop position. All right, so while we're here, we're gonna make sure that we ground the tailbone down. We draw the abs in. No arching in the low back. Try to keep the back nice and flat. All right, we're gonna extend the legs up towards the ceiling. And we're gonna slowly, very slowly begin to bring them down. You're gonna go down to the point where you feel like your back cannot stay connected anymore. And then you're gonna bring them right back up. So for everyone, this may differ. It might be you go a little bit lower, maybe you keep it a little bit high. That's okay. Just find a point where you feel like you're working really hard to keep that back connected to the mat. And then bring it back up. Slow on the way down. Think about going as slow as you possibly can. And then back up. Slow on the way down and maybe a little faster on the way up. Slow on the way down and faster up. Let's do 3 more. Slow down and fast up. Last 2. And up. Last 1. And up. Perfect. Now we're going to do this single leg. So you're going to slowly bring the right leg down and then bring it right back up. And then we're going to take the left leg down and bring it up. Now, if this feels a little bit easy for you and you want to challenge yourselves, go ahead and bring the hands behind the head, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Make sure you're not yanking the neck. You're just using your hands to kind of support and lift the chest slightly up. And you're alternating, right leg down and up, left leg down and up. Keep that belly button pulled in. Let's do 4 more. So we go right, up, and left, up. Right, up, and left, up. Here we go. We're going to go back to those doubles. Both legs roll down and up. Both go down and up. You got 4 more. Keep breathing. 3, 2, last 1, bring it back up. All right, lower the head down, place the feet down, and relax for a second. Okay, from here, you're gonna bring the hands up towards the ceiling. We're gonna curl the head, neck, and shoulders up, and we're gonna go into our hundreds. Keep the feet down for this first 5 sets. We're gonna pulse the arms up and down, inhaling for 5, and exhaling for 5. So it's out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's bring the knees up. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's extend the legs out. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend the knees back in. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one, we're gonna finish strong. Extend the legs out. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold the arms steady. Curl up a little higher. Reach the toes long towards the opposite side. Fingertips are long. Draw the abs in and lower all the way down. Relax here. It's a lot harder having to do it yourself and talk at the same time. All right, we're gonna bring the knees up into tabletop. Drop the legs over towards the right. Take a little tiny spinal twist here if it feels okay. Just a little stretch. And then bring it back into center and drop the legs over towards the left. And back into center. All right, let's continue. So we'll bring the knees back up into tabletop. If you're okay lifting your head, neck, and shoulders up, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go into that crisscross, those little bicycles. So you're gonna bring the right knee in towards you, left elbow touches that right knee, left leg extends out, and then we're gonna switch. And I want us to go really slow. I want you to focus on trying to get height through that opposite shoulder. So every time you twist, you're trying to get that opposite shoulder off of the mat, and then come back into center and switch to the other side. Okay? Don't worry about going fast. Think about as slow as you possibly can. We're gonna speed it up in a second. So just trying to focus on that form, trying to get that shoulder nice and high and back into center. All right, we're gonna do one more to each side. So we got right, nice and slow, center, and then left. All right, now let's speed it up. So we're gonna alternate a little bit faster here. Start to flow with your breath. We're gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Come back into center, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. Perfect. All right, so from here, let's extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. We're gonna extend the left leg out. You're gonna pull that right leg in towards you, okay? We're gonna hold here for a second. Draw the abs in, glue that tailbone down, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Okay, elbows are gonna stay out wide. Make sure you're not grabbing right behind the knee. You're either above or below that knee. All right, we're gonna switch. Pull that left leg in, hold. Try to get that head up as high as possible, and then switch. Hold. We're pausing each time to try to add a little bit of a stretch. Switch. Switch. Nice and slow. We're gonna speed it up in a second. Just focus on trying to get that head as high as you can, like you're gonna try to kiss that knee. Last one to each side before we speed it up. If your head is starting to get heavy, you can go ahead and place it down. And let's go ahead and switch a little faster. Make sure you're using your breath. Every time you exhale, you pull that leg in a little closer. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Bend your knees in, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Beautiful. All right, arms go down to the side. Bring those shoulders down by the mat and extend those legs back up towards the ceiling. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do our little circles. So I want you to focus on pointing the toes and thinking about trying to reach the legs towards the ceiling. So you have nice straight legs. Quads are active. We're gonna circle out, down, and back up. So out, down, and up. And we're moving nice and slowly. No rush here. Think about creating those beautiful, perfect circles. You're trying to reach your toes up towards the ceiling so the quads are engaged. You're having engagement in the hamstrings, the calf muscles. And again, the focus is to try not to let that back arch. Last one here. And let's take it into the reverse. 7. Keep breathing. Now, the lower you go with the legs, the harder it is. Last 4. 3, 2, last 1. Beautiful. And back into center. All right, so if you have your ring or if you have a band, let's go ahead and take it, and let's take the right foot onto the band or onto the ring. Left leg is gonna extend out. Now I want you to activate through the left leg. So I want you to flex the left foot. So that means the toes are pointing up towards the ceiling, okay? You're just gonna take a big deep inhale, exhale, pull that right leg in towards you. And just hold here. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out, and then release the leg. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, pull that leg in, hold it for a breath, and then exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, pull it in towards you, and exhale, release. All right. Take the right hand down, keep just the left hand onto the ring, and let's cross that ring over. Now what I want you to focus on is that right hip, and make sure it's not lifting up. This is not a spinal twist. This is an IT band stretch. So just pull it across enough that you feel the stretch in the thigh, but that right glute is still down onto the mat. Just take a couple more deep breaths here. And I'm flexing through the left leg, so I have activation on that left side. All right, switch the grip on that ring or on the band and open the leg out to the right. Perfect. And then we'll come back into center and release. Let's do the opposite leg. So left leg is in the ring now or on the band. You're gonna flex through the right toes. Pull that ring in towards you. Inhale and release. Let's do that 2 more times. So you're gonna exhale, pull the ring in towards you. And then release. Last one, take a big deep inhale and exhale as you pull that ring in towards you. Perfect. Keep the right hand on the ring. Bring the right hand down to the side. Bring that left leg across the right side of the body. Remember to keep that left leg, left glute down, okay? So you're just crossing the leg over the body right now. You're getting that nice IT band stretch. I'm sure we could all use it. We've been sitting down a lot longer for most of us than we normally do. Come back into center, switch the grip, and open the leg out to the side. Perfect. And then come back into center. Awesome job. All right, you can place the ring down for now. We're gonna bend the knees and place the feet down on the mat. Let's work the glutes a little bit, okay? So arms are gonna be down by the side. I want your feet about hip width apart. You're gonna begin to tuck the tailbone under and scoop the belly and lift up. So we're gonna tuck the tailbone under, lift up, and go into our bridge. We're gonna hold here for a second, okay? All right, from here, go ahead and begin to exhale and slowly lower down. All right, inhale, we lift. We hold, make sure you're squeezing the glutes nice and tight. And exhale, begin to roll down one vertebra at a time. Let's do that once more. Go ahead and lift, hold, and then exhale, lower down. All right, last one, we're gonna hold it up. We're gonna stay here. All right, from here, microscopic little tiny pulses squeezing the glutes. I want you to wiggle the toes and think about all the weight being pressed down through the heels of the feet. Little tiny pulses, squeezing the glutes, lifting up. And let's do 8. Perfect. 7, 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, Last one, hold it up as high as you can. Keep the squeeze. We're gonna lift the right leg up. Lift the right leg up into tabletop, okay? Flex through that right foot. You're gonna extend the leg out and bend it back in. All my weight is on my left heel, okay? I'm still squeezing that glute as hard as I can. We have 8, 7, nice and slow, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, 2, last one, hold it here. We're gonna point the toes. You're gonna lift the leg up and lower it down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. You have 8, 7, 6, almost done, 5, last 4, 3, 2, here's our little push. Hold it up towards the ceiling. Little tiny pulses, microscopic little squeezes of that left glute. We got this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knee and lower it all the way down. Take that left leg that we just worked, cross it over the right leg, and pull that right knee in towards us. Okay, so you're taking that little figure 4 stretch. And you can rock from side to side here. All right, let's work that right leg. It's very jealous. It wants to do the booty work also. So feet are about hip width apart. Start with that perfect form. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're gonna lift the hips up. We're gonna hold here. Squeeze the glutes. Make sure all the weight is through the heels of the feet. Go ahead and bring the left knee into tabletop. Right heel presses down. We're gonna flex through the left foot. We're gonna extend that leg out and bring it back in. Extend it out and in. Okay, we're holding this up nice and high. Stay here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, last 4, and 3, 2, last one, hold, point the toes, we lift up and lower down. Bring that left leg to meet the right knee, right? Bring it down only enough to meet that right knee. Make sure the hips are staying leveled. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, here's our push, last one, hold it up. Now, little tiny pulses through that right leg, lifting up, up, up. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and place that foot down, lower it down all the way. Take that right leg, cross it over the left, bring that knee in towards you, take that nice figure 4 stretch. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna do a couple more here. On this one, what I want you to do is bring your heels together and your toes apart. So you're in that Pilates V, okay? You're gonna glue the heels together, and what I want you to do is lift the heels up, okay? And I'm gonna walk my toes a little bit closer towards my glutes. So I'm in a Pilates V and my toes are down, my heels are lifted. Arms are gonna be down by the mat. All right, we're gonna do full bridge. So I want you to scoop the belly, lift up, squeeze the glutes. Now we're targeting a little bit more on the outside of the glutes. And we're gonna lower down. My heels are staying lifted the entire time. And lower down. We're moving nice and slow with control and exhale down. So we inhale to go up, we exhale, come down. Find a nice rhythm with your breath, right? Don't try to rush. We got an hour here, so we're gonna really work the glutes today and lower down. Let's do 4 more. 3. Keep those heels lifted. 2, Last one, we're gonna hold it up. We're gonna stay here. Squeeze the glutes as hard as you can. All right, we're gonna bring the knees to touch, and then we're gonna open back out. Knees come in, and we open out. My glutes are lifted, my heels are together. I'm feeling a nice stretch in the inner thighs, and in my knees a little bit. Inner thighs are working here. I want you to imagine you're squeezing that medicine ball or that little Pilates ball. So it's a nice little squeeze in and then out. Squeeze and out. Last 4, out. 3, out. Last 2. Last 1. Open out to the side. Keep the heels lifted. We go into those little tiny pulses, little squeezes. Up, up, up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, woo, I'm feeling it. 2, last one, hold up, stay here. Heels are gonna lower and lift. Lower and lift. Yes, they stay together, lift. It's a little awkward, trust me, you're getting some nice little hip openers here. Knees are out to the side. Think about squeezing those glutes as much as you can. You got 3 more. 3, 2, last one, hold it up, squeeze, and lower all the way down. Bring those knees into the chest, give yourself a little hug. Beautiful. All right, continuing to work on our booty, we're gonna rotate onto our right side. So, feel free to kind of lay down like this with your head being supported by your hand, or you can lie down completely, totally up to you. But let's start on the right side. I want you to stack your hips, and just like we do on the reformer, right, make sure you're pulling that waistline up and you have a little bit of room there underneath your waist. We're gonna start, if you want to start in the easier position, you're gonna keep your legs bent. If you wanna challenge yourselves a little bit more, you're gonna extend that both legs out, okay? So from here, we're gonna lift the top leg up just about hip height. It doesn't need to be super high up, okay? And we're gonna point the toes, bring that leg forward, and then flex the feet as we come back, okay? So we point on the way out, we flex on the way back. Now what I want you to focus on is as you're bringing that leg forward, make sure you're not rocking the hips forward and back, right? You wanna stay nice and straight. So we point on the way there, we flex on the way back. Point and flex. Point and flex. Let's do 4 more. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. We're gonna hold it here. We're gonna point the toes. You're gonna draw those little circles for me. Tiny, tiny little circles. Okay, we're gonna do 10, 9, 8. Make sure you're pulling that waistline up. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. All right, go ahead and take it into medium-sized circles. So they're not big yet, just medium size. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, last 1. All right, we start with those big ones now. We have 10, 8, and 6. Again, the goal is to try to keep the hips steady. 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Okay, take it back to the reverse now. We're going in big circles all the way back. So nice big circles for 8, 7. We're just reversing the direction. 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. We're down into those medium-sized circles now. Circles getting a little bit smaller, a little bit harder to control. Keep those abs pulled in. We have 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Last one, little tiny circles now, baby size circles, very small. Keep those abs pulled in. You have 8, 7, 6, looking good. 4, last 3, 2, last one, hold it here. All right, we tap the heels together, we lift up. So if you have that bottom leg bent, you're just tapping the leg down on the ground and lifting it up. If you have both legs extended, you're gonna try to get your heels to touch and then bring it back up. So my booty's burning, hopefully yours is starting to fire up too. We have 5 more. 4, last 3, 2, last one. Let's hold it up nice and high. Stay here. Little tiny pulses up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee in. Give yourself a little hug. Hold the knee into the chest. All right. We're going to rotate and go on to the other side now. So I'm going to flip over so that I can see you guys. We're going to go down to the left side. All right. Again, option to keep that bottom leg bent is always there for you. You're going to go ahead and start with the abs pulled in and that waistline pulled up. Okay. Top hand can be over here to support you. All right. So we start with the leg lifting. It's about hip height. We're going to point the toes to go forward. We're going to flex to bring it back. Point to go forward, flex to come back. Point forward and flex back. And flex back. Perfect. Let's do 8 more. Point and flex. For 6. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. We're gonna hold it here. All right, from here, point the toes. We're gonna go into those little tiny circles. Doesn't matter which direction you choose to start with. Okay, little tiny circles. We got 8, 7, keep pulling that belly button in. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we go into those medium-sized circles. 7, trying not to rock my upper body. 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1, and take it into those big circles. I know, second side is always harder. Booty starts to hurt a little quicker. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and take it to the reverse. Nice big circles, reverse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, Cynthia, I know these are your favorite. And last one, go into those little medium-sized circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, little tiny baby circles. Last set, you got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. All right, now we lift up, we lower down. Lift up, lower down. Lift and lower. Almost done. 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last one, we hold it up, little tiny pulses. Last little set, I know it's burning, mine is burning too. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Bring that knee into the chest. Give yourself a nice little stretch. Beautiful. All right. So from here, we're gonna roll onto our bellies. We're gonna do some work for our back. Now, if you want to use weights, little light weights, you can go ahead and use some. I would say nothing heavier than probably like a 2, but also not, the weights are optional, right? So if you don't have weights or if you don't want to use weight because of any issues with your back, don't use them, okay? So what I want us to do is just go ahead and extend the legs out and extend the arms out in front of you, okay? I want you to relax the head. So go ahead and rest it down onto the mat. And we're gonna do these little Supermans. So you're gonna just take a big deep inhale. You're gonna exhale, you're gonna lift everything up and then lower down. Lift everything up and lower down. The weights are too heavy. Feel free to take them, place them down and just use your body weight. Okay, lift up and lower down. Lift up and down, up and down. 3 more, and down. Last 2, down. Last one, down. All right, we're gonna isolate the upper half. So legs stay down, okay? You're gonna press the pubic bone down. All you're gonna do is lift the upper half. You're gonna lift up and lower down. It's really intense with the weights, so if it does bother you, just go ahead and let them go down and just use your body weight and lower down. Think about exhaling on the way up. So inhale, exhale to get a little height and lower down. Last 3. 2. Last 1. Lower down all the way. Relax the shoulders. You can keep your arms the way they are or create a little pillow for your head and rest your head down. Now we're gonna isolate the lower half. So relax the shoulders, make sure they're down and away from the ears. A lot of times we start to shrug here, okay? Go ahead and lift the bottom legs up and down, the lower half up and down. So legs go up and lower down. So isolating that lower back, that lumbar spine. We're also working the glutes here. The hamstrings are working. Make sure you're pointing the toes and you're trying to reach to the opposite side of the room. Lower down and up. Last 4. And down. 3 and down. Last 2. Down. Last 1 and lower all the way down. All right, so from here we're gonna lift everything up into that Superman once more. We're gonna hold it there. So take a big deep inhale. Exhale, lift up, hold. We're reaching, hold, just the Superman. Okay, now we're gonna stay here with the legs lifted. I want you to bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then extend back out. Squeeze and extend. Squeeze and extend. Can you find a little bit more height when you squeeze your shoulder blades? Squeeze and lower. Squeeze and out. Squeeze, out. Last 4. Out. My legs are staying lifted. 3, 2. Last 1. Reach long, lift up a little higher, and lower all the way down. Bring the right cheek or the left cheek onto the mat. Let's bend the knees and windshield wiper the legs from side to side. Perfect. All right, we're not completely done with our back work yet, okay? We're gonna go ahead and bring the hands back into that little position where they create that little pillow for your head. You're just gonna relax the head here, okay? So make sure the shoulders are down and away from the ears. What I want you to do is bend your knees together and glue your heels to touch. So you're kind of like in a Pilates V with your heels touching and your toes apart, okay? So now from here, you're gonna press the heels up towards the ceiling into like a little frog position and lower down. So we're squeezing the glutes as we lift up and lowering down. Isolating that low back once more. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. Squeeze and lift. This may be a little uncomfortable for the gentlemen, but it's a good workout for the glutes. You have 4 more. 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna lift. We're gonna do little tiny pulses. Up, up, squeeze for 8, 7. Relax those shoulders. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax all the way down. Bring your hands by your chest and press yourselves up and come into a child's pose. Go ahead and relax here. From your child's pose, try to bring the toes to touch and the knees out to the side. Let the belly sink down in between the legs. We're going to take a couple more deep breaths here, and we're going to start to walk the right hand over towards the right and bring the left hand on top of that right hand. So find that nice twist. It's a small little twist, but it's a nice little twist and a little stretch of the left rib cage. And just breathe into that left rib cage, thinking about expanding it every time you exhale and inhale. And then bring the hands back to center. Start to walk the left hand over towards the left, and you're going to bring the right hand on top of that left hand. Again, you're trying to breathe deep and try to expand that right rib cage now. And bring it back into center. And slowly make your way all the way up. Perfect. Okay. So from here, we're going to go into a tabletop position. If this doesn't feel good for you and you want to go into a straight plank, you can. We're going to hold, so come into the tabletop position here, tuck the toes under. And let's just, all of us, let's go into that plank position. Make sure your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Your hands are opened out into big starfish. Whenever you're ready, you're going to lift up into that plank position. Perfect. All right, so from here, all we're going to do is start to walk the feet forward, bring them as close as we can to our elbows, and then walk them back out into that plank position. So nice and slowly, we walk in, and we walk out. Now, what's going to want to happen is your butt's going to want to go up towards the ceiling. See if you can keep your butt down in the same position. Just moving the legs. Try to get them as close as you can to that elbow. 2 more here. The last one. And then press it all the way out. Hold that plank. Press away from the mat. Draw the abs in. A little curvature to the low back, pressing the upper back up towards the ceiling. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Come down towards your knees. Take that child's pose once more if that feels okay. Catch your breath. All righty. How are we doing? Everybody okay? All right. Do we have our weights close by? Okay. So from here, we're going to come up to standing. We're going to grab our weights. If you don't have weights, don't worry about it. Just do it with your body weight, okay? Let's lift up. Make sure you guys can see me. Okay. So we're up and standing. Let's start with the feet about maybe a little bit wider than our hips. Okay, and I want us to just kind of roll those shoulders back. Just kind of relax the neck. right? We tend to get a little necky when we're doing exercises. Roll them back 2 more times, and then go ahead and roll them forward. Perfect. All right, come into that nice center, shoulders down away from the ears, abs pull in. So I want you to actually tuck the tailbone slightly under so you have a little squeeze in the glutes. Okay, this is gonna keep you nice and centered. All right, you can take heavier weights if you'd like, or stay with your light little weights if you have heavier weights, okay? Shoulders down away from the ears. Nice and simple, all we're doing is opening the arms up and bringing them down. So we go out and in, out and in. Make sure you're maintaining that tuck in the tailbone and you're keeping your abs pulled in. We have 10, 9, 8, slight little bend in the elbows is okay. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2. And on the next one we hold. We hold here. We go little tiny pulses up, up, up. Keep drawing the abs in. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Turn the palms to face the computer and bring the hands forward and out. Forward and out. Forward and out. We have 10, 9, 8, 7. Slight little bend in the elbows is okay. 6, 5, last 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it out. Little pulses here with the palms facing the computer for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, woo. 1, hold it here. Turn the palms up. Hold it, okay. We go up and down, up and down, up and down. Slight little bend in the elbows, again, is okay. We have 10. Arms are burning. 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you're still drawing the abs in. 5, last 4, 3, 2. You know what we're doing on the last one. We hold little tiny pulses. Pulse, pulse for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold and relax. Shake it out. Hopefully you felt a little burn on your shoulders there. All right, so if you have like light weights and you want to add them to one hand, we're going to do some side bending. You can go ahead and just hold them both with one hand. If you have heavier weights, take those. If you have no weights, don't worry about it. You're going to feel these anyway. So feet are still hip width apart. You're going to bring the left hand behind your head. The weights are in your right hand, okay? So all you're doing is sliding those weights down your leg. I want you to keep that elbow, left elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. So we go inhale and exhale, side bend and come back up. Side bend and up. I still have a nice little squeeze in my glutes so that I'm not kind of, you know, arching my back and I'm keeping that nice posture. This doesn't let you go down as far when you tuck your tailbone slightly under, but it does protect your low back. So I'd like you to keep that way. Lower down and up. Let's do 8. 7, make sure that left elbow is pointing up towards the ceiling, not in front of you. And 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna hold. We're gonna do little tiny pulses. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. You got 10, 9, 8, 7. Surprisingly enough, my left hand is the one that's hurting even more than my right. 6, 5, 4. We go back to full range in 1, 3, 2. Last one, full range, come all the way up, go all the way back down, up and down. We have 8, 7, keep squeezing the glutes. 6, 5, 4. We have one more set of pulses. 3 and 2. Last one, hold it down. Little tiny pulses. Inch up, inch down. Inch up, inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep that elbow up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come up all the way. Relax. Shake it out. Take those weights, place it into the opposite hand. Hold it there. Okay, right hand comes behind the head and it's just holding on. It's not, don't yank your neck. Right elbow is gonna go straight up. All right, we go down and up. Down and up. Trying to get as far down as you can, keeping that elbow pointing up towards the ceiling. You have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold and pulse. 1 inch up, 1 inch down. 1 inch up, 1 inch down for 10, 9, 8, 7. Try to go down as far as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go all the way back up and then all the way back down. Up and down. Up and down. Yes, right arm is getting tired. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold it down. Little tiny pulses is our last set. You got this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come up all the way. Shake the hands out, shake shoulders out. Bring your weights back into opposite hands. Just go ahead and do a little forward fold for me. Let the head hang. And we're gonna go ahead and just very slowly begin to roll up. Use those weights to kind of help you like stretch your back out a little bit. And roll all the way up. Take a big deep inhale. Exhale, roll back down nice and slowly. And kind of stay here for a little bit. You can shake it out. And then slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. And go really slow, okay? Last one we're gonna do here. So inhale and exhale, roll down. You can go ahead and leave those weights now onto the ground and just grab opposite elbow. Just kind of sway here from side to side. Perfect. Go ahead and bring the hands up and try to clasp them behind your back. If you can't, you can just bring them up as much as you can. Maybe you can grab the wrist, let the head hang, and then slowly release the clasp. All right, bend the knees softly, and just very, very slowly roll all the way up without the weights in your hands this time. Perfect. Bring the arms up towards the ceiling. Grab that left wrist with your right hand. Side bend over towards the right. And then back to center. Take that right wrist in your left hand and side bend over towards the left. And back to center. All right, you're gonna clasp your hands behind your back. Pull down, open up your chest, squeeze the glutes and press the hips forward. See if you can slide those hands as far down your back as you can. Relax the shoulders and squeeze them together. Open up that chest, the front side, the belly. And then release. Let's do that one more time. So we're gonna bring the hands up. Inhale, exhale, bring the hands down, clasp them behind your back. Slide them down the back, open up the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and release. All right, one last deep breath together. Bring the arms up. Inhale and exhale. We are done, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful